we ever figure out the mic volume
Yes, we did.
issue? Okay.
A lot of it, yeah.
November 2nd.
So we won't have to worry about it this time.
Plenty volume now.
All right.
You had to work, right?
Next Tuesday. It's a Monday night.
Tuesday night, zoning. Yeah.
We're putting the
I'll follow up with another fun
meeting
meeting
for
after
this.
that.
It was a setting in the AV room,
Oh,
not here.
did somebody change something?
Christmas?
Lisa's got her
Of
Yeah,
course.
this one in her, big adjustment.
No one else got the mask, or do we want like one of those big? Okay, for Thursday. Yeah, excellent. Good, good, good.
I have one. My sister has one.
Might be easier to spend.
That's true. They just
But I
put,
do have a motion.
the only thing would be to keep it warm. And when we go poured in the
It's
there's
fine.
gonna,
Advanced.
yeah, but the cold one when we put more new one in.
It's just lie flat. I know how to do that.
Pretty meeting today, huh?
Church. It's like church. There's a pitching machine. Just before
I'm
we
gonna watch
start.
that on YouTube, though. I'm not coming in here.
All right, it's 7 o'clock. We'll call this regular city council meeting to order. Please join me in pledge allegiance.
Yes.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, clerk, please call the roll.
Alderwoman Haderlein.
Present.
Schulz.
Here.
Lavallee.
Here.
Carncross.
Here.
Lancaster.
Here.
Gorman.
Here.
Perkins.
Present.
Lorena.
Here.
Forms present, Mayor.
Thank you. At this time, we open the floor for public comment for any item that is not on the agenda. When it wishes to address city council for any item not on the agenda. Seeing none, we will move on to item number 4. Number 4 is the Community and Economic Development Committee meeting minutes from November 15th, 2023. The committee's action is sought to approve the minutes as presented.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Schulz, second by Carncross. Comments or questions? Clerk, call the roll.
Alderman Schulz.
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
Lorena.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 5 is the Administration Committee meeting minutes from November 20th, 2023. The committee's action is sought to approve the minutes as presented.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Motion by Haderlein, second by Gorman. Comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Carncross.
Yes.
Gorman.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Haderlein.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 6A through 6N is the consent agenda. Are there any items on the consent agenda that city council wishes to remove from the consent agenda? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion to accept the consent agenda, items 6A through 6N as presented.
Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion by Haderlein, second by Schulz. Comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Lavallee.
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
Gorman.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Luna.
Yes.
Haderlein.
Yes.
Schulz.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 7 is dispensed with, since no items were removed from the consent agenda. Item number 8, payment of the bills. Your action is requested to approve the payment of the bills in the amount of $3,105,792.85.
I'll make a motion to approve payment of the bills.
I'll second.
Motion by Haderlein, second by Gorman. Any comments here? Clerk, call a roll.
Alderwoman Lancaster.
Yes.
Gorman.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Luna.
Yes.
Haderlein.
Yes.
Schulz.
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 9 is the FOP equipment donation. Your action is requested to accept the FOP's donation of 3 ballistic shields to the city of Harvard.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
A motion by Perkins, second by Carncross. Comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk call a roll.
Alderman Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Luna,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Schulz,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Carncross,
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 10 is the award property and liability insurance from 12/1/2023 through 11/30/2024. Your action is requested to award the property and liability insurance coverage and to authorize the execution of all necessary documents. The staff's recommendation is to approve Glatfelter Policy Option Broker Presidio Group with an annual premium of $149,831.
Motion to accept the staff recommendation for Glatfelter policy of $149,831.
I'll second.
A motion by Schulz, second by Carncross. Comments, questions here?
Yeah, so I noticed in Lou's note that this is 32K of what is budgeted. So how are we paying for that?
We actually have some available funds to be able to cover that additional 32. Now, also keep in mind that, as was mentioned in the memo, that really what we're going to end up doing is getting a credit back because we're only going to have this for about 6 months,
Right.
5 months.
Right, because you want to switch to the same timeline, and that was my next question.
Correct.
Yeah, perfect, thank you.
And just to refresh everyone's memory, the reason for that is so that we can align
Right.
the expenses of the insurance with your budget cycle. So right now, it's on a calendar year. We want to get it to fiscal year, so it
Right.
aligns with your fiscal budget.
And this would be a good example because the original budget was for about $109,000. The proposed is $149,000, and again, for everyone out there to understand too, part of that is that we're improving our cyber coverage, which
Right.
is becoming more and more an issue. By doing this, by lining it up from for the actual the actual budget year, what ends up happening is that we will actually be able to have the exact number and not have to do a guesstimate.
Okay.
So it makes things a lot more accurate.
Thank you.
So, wanted to ask, and I did already mention it to Lou, who's underwriting it? I've never heard of this company. I don't know if you guys have, but I have.
And I can get that answer for you because I wasn't prepared to answer that question today.
Any other comments or questions?
And this is the best cyber coverage that we got that I looked at, correct? That I run right?
That is correct. Now, keep in mind too that, again, since this will be covering us up until April, I mean, technically it covers until November 30th, but in the meantime, we're going to start looking at some other policies that will kickstart come May 1st. So we'll actually we'll cast a wider net in order to get this covered and hopefully get a better deal. And again, be able to cancel this so that we'll have a new policy or continuation of this one come May 1st, once we look at all the options.
Okay, so even though this says that we're awarding the policy through 11/30 of '24, we're really not.
So the policy is written to run through 11/31/24, but we anticipate canceling the policy at the new fiscal year and creating a new policy that coincides with the fiscal year.
Okay,
And
and
at that
we'll
point,
seek new proposals.
Correct.
At that time,
Correct.
okay.
And then whatever balance of this policy is not used, that would be refundable and can be utilized towards the next policy.
Okay. And the main reason for switching to a higher cost policy, I just want to make sure I'm understanding, is because of the cyber? Because it's
No,
much better cyber coverage?
This
Because everything else looked like, yeah.
Correct. So just to clarify, this, and I'm not going to pronounce the name because I know I'm going to butcher it, but
Yeah.
they do have a much better cyber coverage as mentioned in the memo. But one of the reasons why the premium jumped up so much is because of the wastewater treatment plant now coming fully under our control and having the true value. So there was a combination of things as to why it jumped up so much. Whether we stayed with our current Travelers, it would have jumped up at least 25,000. For $7,000 more, we got better cyber coverage.
Does that satisfy your questions?
Yeah, so it is the cyber,
The cyber is
the deciding, was the deciding factor for that recommendation.
Why staff recommends going with the one that's recommended.
Gladfelter, yes, as opposed to Travelers.
Do we pay that, excuse me, do we pay that in a lump, or is it monthly, or how do we pay the premium?
Lump sum.
And they're for sure refund when you
Yes.
cancel? Okay.
Yes.
And it's cheaper if you pay it in a lump sum. You save money.
You certainly save money if you pay all together versus payments, that's for sure, yes. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Perkins.
Yes.
Luna.
Yes.
Haderlein.
Yes.
Schulz.
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
Gorman.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 11 is PFAS water supply action, class action lawsuit. Your action is requested to sanction the city's authorization directing the city attorney and Sure Edling LLP to opt the city out of the PFAS settlement agreements.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Perkins, second by Carncross. Comments or questions here? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderwoman Moller.
Yes.
Haderlein.
Actually, I did have a question, I'm sorry. I was just trying to put the question together. So, I'm just want to make sure I understand this. So, we're opting out of the settlement.
That's correct.
Settlement agreement, meaning what?
Meaning we're opting out of the class action suit.
Right. So that if there is some settlement, that we're not going to get any benefit from that?
From the class action lawsuit, no.
Right. And so what is the advantage to the city opting out of that?
Counselor?
Thank you.
So this class action settlement is only for water supply, and one of the issues that Sure Edling has identified is that there's also sewer issues as well. And there's concern that if you take this settlement, that then you're going to not be able to participate in anything for the sewer. And so there's language in there that's concerning for that, and the sewer, Sure Edling has considered to be, it's possibly going to be a bigger deal. So, even though you're foregoing money now, there's potential that you're actually limited in what you could collect.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
mean, there's no guarantee of any
Right.
of that because
Right.
it's litigation, but that's the concern.
Okay, thank you. That makes sense.
All right, clerk, please continue.
Alderwoman Haderlein.
Yes.
Alderman Schulz.
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
Gorman.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you, clerk. All right, item number 12 is the Community and Economic Development Committee's recommendation for an inducement resolution. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation to adopt the inducement resolution for property located at 205 West Front Street.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion by Schulz, second by Carncross. Comments or questions here?
Yeah, Mayor, could you real quickly for the members that are not on that committee explain what this means?
Certainly. So the owners of this property, which is the former police station, is seeking to redevelop this property, and they are considering asking the city to create a TIF for this piece of property. The city, there's a lot of steps that are involved to create a TIF, and obviously this body needs to vote and, make that happen. There would be public hearings and all the process that's required for that. However, to prevent, in order to not prevent the developer to continue to start developing while that process is in play, this allows, by creating this resolution, allows them to start tracking all of their qualified expenses that would be qualified to be paid for through the TIF, so that if the TIF is eventually approved, they can now apply those expenses towards the TIF.
Thank you.
Sure.
What was the proposed units for apartments that they want to put in this building?
They've made a couple of proposals, but I don't know that they've made a final proposal. The respondents are here present if you would like to ask them a question.
Do you guys have a final or idea?
Luis, could you please state your name and address for the record?
I'm Luis Castaneda. I'm speaking on Cast Car LLC, which is the property at 205. We put together a pro forma and a layout kind of what it will look like. It's 24 units, 3 levels. It'll be 8 on the first floor, 8 on the second, 8 on the third. 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom. So.
All right. And then I know I already talked to Lou this morning, but because I made my concerns about making sure everything's ADA compliance
Of course, yeah.
and elevators for everything for public safety and first responders.
Any other questions? Again, you're voting on passing a resolution to allow them to start identifying expenses that would be qualified for a TIF if it's ever approved. Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderwoman Haderlein.
Yes.
Schulz.
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
Gorman.
Yes.
Perkins.
No.
Luna.
Yes.
Motion approved, 7-1.
Thank you, clerk. Item number 13 is the Administration Committee's recommendation for proposed tax levy ordinance. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation to adopt the proposed tax levy ordinance.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Carncross, second by Perkins. Any comments or questions here? Hearing none,
I
clerk.
got one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this ordinance, we're asking for basically the maximum amount we can? Is that what the deal is?
Just
or-
under the maximum allowable by PTEL.
And it's the same as before, as last year?
Essentially, yes.
Percentage-wise?
Yep.
Okay.
We are capped at 5% by PTEL, and I think the total's 4.95. Is that right, Deb? It is right at 5%. Okay. Any other comments or questions? Hear none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Schulz.
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
Gorman.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Luna.
Yes.
Haderlein.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. Ordinance 2023-132.
Thank you. Item number 14 is a proposed tax levy abatement ordinance. The abatement is meant for those revenue bonds issued for the water system, police pension liability, and TIF district. Pledged revenues are sufficient to pay for the principal and interest. Your action is requested to adopt the proposed ordinance.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Perkins, second by Carncross.
This is the industrial park too?
This would include the industrial park, yes.
Is that,
Well, the TIF for the downtown district is expiring, so yes, it would just be the industrial park. In terms of TIFs, right? So, any other comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Lavallee.
yes.
Carncross. Lancaster. Gorman.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Luna.
Yes.
Haderlein.
Yes.
Schulz.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. Ordinance 2023-133.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 15 is the Administration Committee's recommendation for the 2023 McHenry County Natural Hazard Mitigation Plan and continuation of Hazardous Mitigation Planning Committee. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation to adopt a resolution adopting the 2023 McHenry County Natural Hazard Mitigation Plan and continuation of the Hazards Mitigation Planning Committee.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Haderlein, second by Schulz. Comments or questions here? Seeing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Carncross,
Yes.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Luna,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Schulz,
Yes.
Lavallee.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 16, the Administration Committee's recommendation for the downtown TIF. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation to adopt the proposed ordinance dissolving the special tax allocation fund for the redevelopment project area and terminating the designation of the redevelopment project area as a redevelopment project area. Essentially, we are at the end of this TIF. We need to create this ordinance in order to close out the TIF.
I'll make that motion.
All right, a motion by Perkins, second by Lancaster. Comments, questions here?
When does the, and that's not related to, when does the TIF at Arrowhead end?
29, yes, 2029.
A couple of years ago, there was discussion that that group was looking to get an extension on the TIF. Have they not approached the city at all?
I think they've made mention of it, but they've not made any formal application to such.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderwoman Lancaster,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Luna,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Schulz,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. Ordinance 2023-134.
All right, item number 17, Administration Committee's recommendation for surplus property declaration. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation to adopt the proposed ordinance declaring surplus property. And as you know, we used to do this once or twice a year, but we're trying to do this much more often so we can clear out things instead of hanging on to them for so long.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Perkins, second by Haderlein. Any comments or questions here? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderman Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Luna,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Schulz,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. Ordinance 2023-135.
Okay, item number 18 is the Administration Committee's recommendation to amend the driveway ordinance. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation to adopt the proposed ordinance amending section 19.15.b.4 driveways and parking area requirements and section 19.15.f.1.d design and maintenance parking spaces.
Make a motion to approve the ordinance change.
I second it.
Motion by Haderlein, second by Luna. Any comments or questions here?
Just for clarification, since I wasn't at that and I was only able to watch, it's just on the other side of the garage, not in front of the house, it's moving it to 3 more feet, correct?
Well, no, it could go in front of the house.
But
If
that's
there
on-
isn't room
If there isn't
to
room.
go the other direction, then that's, they can request to, and the staff can approve.
We only did that because in the cases where there are known properties that they can't widen it, we're not excluding them from doing it, but it's not going to generally allow them to do that, so we don't have driveways going right up to the front door of the house.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing
why it
none,
was
clerk
created.
call the roll.
Alderman Perkins,
Yes.
Luna,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Schulz,
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Carncross.
Yes.
Lancaster.
Yes.
Gorman.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. Ordinance 2023-136.
Okay, item number 19 is the Administration Committee's recommendation for ordinance establishing employees' right to paid leave. Your action is requested to approve the committee's recommendation to adopt the proposed ordinance adding section 3.07.d, paid leave rights.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Perkins, second by Carncross. Comments, questions here? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Alderwoman Luna,
Yes.
Haderlein,
Yes.
Schulz.
Yes.
Lavallee,
Yes.
Carncross,
Yes.
Lancaster,
Yes.
Gorman,
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
All ayes, motion carries. Ordinance 2023-137.
All right, thank you. And we got over most all the business. Let's move on to department head reports. I'm going to start on this side. Chief?
Besides the report that was submitted, Mayor, Officer Anthony Villapando was released and is on solo patrol with his first shift later tonight. And Sergeant Spielman unfortunately was extended 10 more days. He will have a follow-up appointment on December 19th instead of the 9th. He still had a little weakness in his shoulder that the doctor was concerned about, so we'll know more after the 19th. Other than that, nothing further to report, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Deputy Chief, have anything tonight? No. No, you don't. All right, thank you.
Report is
Knop.
submitted, Mayor. Just a couple of things going on. So Christmas in Harvard is this weekend, December 2nd. We have the Eggnog Jog. Check-in starts at 2. The race starts at 3. On the city calendar, you can find all the Christmas in Harvard stuff going on. There's over 10 events happening throughout the day, hosted by multiple different organizations. On December 9th from 2 to 5, we're having our Conchas and Cocoa with Santa. We'll have free conchas and hot chocolate for up to the first 100 people. Parents, you can bring your cell phones, take pictures of the kids with Santa as well. So our program registration is still live for our Zumba and our Limber Life programs, and then our Gingerbread Showdown competition is live right now, and those structures can be dropped off anytime this week here at City Hall. So hope
All right,
everybody
thank
had a
you
good
very much.
Thanksgiving.
Rob?
Report is submitted. There's a couple updates. Ayer Street is progressing slowly at times now due to the weather. They have most of everything completed. They're cutting in the crosswalks. I'm sure some of you noticed that it's closed again. We do have language in the contract that prevents them from doing any sort of work that like laying pavers in the frost. So they won't be putting pavers in over ice pack or snow and then leaving them unleveled for us later. Other notes, just as in the report, also talked about getting the additional funding for diggings and doing a lot of concrete. You know, the concrete hasn't been done here for a while, and I taxed the guys and myself one afternoon, but skipped around to a bunch of different locations where we managed to get it done, as well as the dog park. So once we get a little bit of a warm up, we'll finish up the dog park, install the fountain, have everything rocking and rolling, ready for winter. Trucks did go out this weekend. We didn't have any major breakdowns, so just ongoing stuff. So.
All right, thank you. Ann?
Okay, so 307 Grant Street, the abandoned vacant house. I signed the paperwork today to have TJ move forward with the city obtaining possession of that. And that's pretty much it. So report submitted.
All right, thank you.
A regular utility report as submitted. Everything's going pretty good at the waste treatment plant. The guys are getting really used to operating the plant. Our limits our lab is looking real good, so historical low limits, which is very nice, little relief for me finally. We have had a few issues, but anything that's been, an issue is still under warranty, so we're still working with the contractors, replacing all that. And then, well 9, so far so good. We're all good there, so that's all I have for the evening.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mayor, City Council. We currently have 12 homes under construction, which is great to see in Harvard. I think we had 4 homes built last year. We just received permits for 2 more for Autumn Glen for Habitat for Humanity, so those are currently under review. Our city engineer completed his first round of reviews, so Ann had sent that back to the developer for corrections. Our review internally is done. We also have 5 commercial buildings currently under construction, being remodeled or renovated, 1 brand new one, Dunkin' Donuts. We're still waiting on the interior build-out plans for that. We were supposed to get them just over a week ago, so we'll follow up with them to see what's going on. And in 2 works, we'll be going live with our new permitting and code enforcement and contractor licensing software. So we're looking forward to diving into that, especially with how busy we're getting. That'll really help us be more efficient. And then BNF construction, our code consultants that do our plumbing inspections brought on another plumbing inspector. So we're now able to provide plumbing inspections 5 days a week instead of 3, which is a benefit to our contractors and residents. That's all I have.
I have one question. How are we with software that we were going to get from naturally McHenry County?
We're ready to do a kickoff meeting. The last event we were at together, I think that was the MCEDC event. They were going to reach out to us and schedule something, and they haven't, so I will reach out to them.
Okay, great. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Look forward to that.
Me too. Thank you.
Okay, we'll go on to committee reports. Dan, anything to report tonight?
Nope, just hope that everybody had a happy and safe Thanksgiving, and looking forward to kicking off the holiday season. Hopefully everybody in town is on their best behavior.
All right. John?
No, not too much. I just, looking forward to the eggnog jog. Not a race. I don't run anymore unless something's chasing me, so.
All right, thank you. Jay, you have anything tonight?
I just want to thank Ryan for everything he's done for the Christmas and Harvard programs, putting that all together. And Rob, was it 2 Sundays ago with the water main break in front of Ace Hardware? I mean, that's a bad day for that, but great job. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. Lisa?
So, admin committee will next meet in January. So I think it's January 10th, right? And so no meeting in December. Although I just have to make a comment that, I'm just wondering what all these other committees do at their meetings, because half of the items on the council agenda tonight were from the admin committee. So I'm feeling like, yeah, we're doing a lot of work. So.
The admin committee does get the brunt of things, that's for sure.
Yeah, but that's okay. No complaints. I did have a question about the tree board and whether.
Yes, so that's a good question. I plan on, actually, I've been contacted by several members of the community, plan on speaking with them one-on-one this month.
Okay.
I've got some time that I can accomplish that this month.
There's 2 days in this month, Mike.
I'm sorry, December, early December.
Okay.
And so we can get that board set and ready to go.
Okay, and I bring that up because I was on a call today through the Morton Arboretum, and there are significant grant funds available, and the deadline is coming up March 1st, and turns out the north part of Harvard, everything in Chemung Township in Harvard, is eligible for funds for tree planting, tree surveys, tree health, anything tree related, that don't require any match, and grants up to $150,000.
Nice.
So anyway, it would, it's good timing to get.
Yes, it is.
To get tree board together and give them something meaty to dive into. So.
Word to it.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No.
All right. Rosa? Nothing? Matt?
Nothing further, Mayor.
Charles?
Nothing further from me.
Lori?
I just wish everybody had a good Thanksgiving.
All right. Treasurer's report? Nothing further. All right. Attorney's report?
I have nothing.
Administrator's report?
All right, since we got plenty of time.
Record.
No, I'll keep it short. I did want to note that just prior to this meeting, I did get notification. So, Rob, we will be going to Starved Rock for a PASER all-day training, so that we're able to use the software that we acquired about 2 years ago now. Not much. I hope everyone is enjoying the holiday music that we're now playing downtown versus the same 5 songs we've had in the past.
Yeah, it's so compelling. I want you to go out outside in the 10-degree weather and listen to it.
So that's all I had to say.
Okay, clerk's report.
I have upcoming meetings for December. December 5th, 7 PM, Planning and Zoning Commission meets in this room. The agenda item is the backyard chickens. Park Board meets Monday, December 11th at 6 PM. Our next city council meeting is Tuesday, December 12th at 7 PM. And that is all the meetings for the month of December. Kick ahead into January. At the moment, we do not have a Planning and Zoning Commission meeting scheduled. I don't know if you guys have any upcoming petitions in the wings. And then the admin committee on January 10th. And that's it.
All right, thank you. For the mayor's report, I just want to thank our staff. Each department has done a ton of stuff in the past month or so. Our police have got a new officer on the street, so thank you to our training officers and all of our guys that are kind of keeping our community safe. Our Parks Department put together a bunch of programming for Christmas in Harvard and kind of coordinated with a bunch of other groups within Harvard. So thank you to our Parks Department. Our Public Works has been always, they're never stop working. And so as has been mentioned is the water main break, and I'm sure there are more coming as the weather, is.
'Tis the season, right?
It is a season for those type of things. So, and appreciate that, they work outside of normal working hours when they need to plow and salt the streets. We thank you there. Thanks to Ann and Community Development for, we've seen a ton of community development happen within the last 6 months here within Harvard. We've seen a lot more houses being built and businesses coming to town and businesses investing in their existing business and expanding. So that's all very thankful for that department. And of course, our utility department who keeps our water clean and gets rid of our waste, and having gotten through the largest project the city has ever undertook and kind of completed that, and now is operating a system that is really amazing that we don't, compared to what we were doing before, it's like we're putting out tap water into the environment. So thank you very much to all of our staffing. Deb, thank you for stepping up and trying to get together with Lou for our upcoming budgeting cycle. I can tell you that all of our staff has been very busy working together to try and get their budgets together and prepared for you to review in the new year as we figure out what we're going to spend next year. So I do want to thank everyone for your attentiveness and engagement as a city council. I think we've made a lot of inroads and inroads this year, and I'm looking forward to all the things we can accomplish next year. So I hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday season, and we'll hopefully have a very quick meeting December 12th, because I don't think there'll be a whole lot of business since there's only a couple of committee meetings.
Jinxed us.
That's all I have this evening. So I'll accept the motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Perkins, second by Schulz. Clerk, call the roll.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Good night.
That's what's gonna happen.
All right, so
If it's approved, but zoning's gonna send it through. And that meeting in December, it's gonna be that. Just an FYI. Fun. Hey, Ryan, can you send a digital copy of the